We have breaking news. Let's get right to it.
Past 24 hours, we've seen 34 new cases of COVID-19 here in Utah.
Following breaking news out of Utah, a magnitude 5.7 earthquake hitting just after 7 a.m. local time, about 10 miles west of Salt Lake City.
We need 100 to 150,000 tests a day.
What is going on in the world? It's DreRawka Isolation 20 podcast, episode number 61. One. Hopefully you're feeling good. Your boy's feeling great. Lost another 2 pounds. Yes, we are treading in the right direction. We are moving in the right direction. It feels good. You know, top of the year, I told myself, hey, you've been good. You've been doing pretty good. Holidays kind of got away, right? Stopped at McDonald's a couple times. Del Taco, Costa Vida, Cafe Rio. Damn, where else did I eat? I was out in these streets. It was bad. It was bad. But hey, I told myself, hey, top of the year, cutting that stuff out. Water intake's up. Still clear P, new me. Feeling good, man. 2 pounds down. A total of what's that? 2, 4, 6 pounds for the month so far. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I've been cooking a lot. I made some good like rice. I'm making some good rice. I got my sticky rice down. I got it down to a science now. And here's the secret tip. Wash your rice. Wash all the starch off your rice. As simple as it sounds, not washing your rice can make for some non-sticky rice. Now, if you're going for the non-sticky rice, hey, perfect. Just pop it in your rice cooker. Don't wash it. But hey, if you want that nice sticky icky, that wash it. Wash your rice. It makes a ton of difference. And if you want to throw in some, maybe some ginger, a little garlic while it's cooking, maybe a little chili in there, spice it up a little bit, garlic chili. Not mad at it, man. We had a great time. We had a great weekend. I DJ'd at a bar named Sue, 3900 South Highland Drive. I think it's like 3928 South Highland Drive. If you're in the local Utah area, you might know about it. We had a great time though. It was different because that's not my home base. I'm not used to the staff there. I'm not used to the people there. So, but I mean, the staff and people, they know me, right? They know me and they always show me love and everything like that. But it's just different. It's a different atmosphere than my home base at State. But we had fun, man. My equipment, oh my gosh, this equipment's going to be the death of me. For some reason, I started playing, right? And then all of a sudden it cut out. Cut out again on me. And I updated everything. I made sure that it was playing. Like, I let it play for a few hours even before I left. Same day. And, for some reason, Serato was like, nope. Hey, we're going to freeze up and we're going to shut off and you have to restart everything. I restarted and no issues. But it's just nerve-wracking, man. I'm really at the point now where I feel like I may just bite the bullet and buy new equipment. I don't want to though, because it's expensive and your boy's broke. I don't got no money. But I talked to wifey. Wifey was like, you need new equipment. So I don't know. That might come here soon. I say that and then I get it to work and it works for a few gigs and I'm like, I don't need no new equipment. We're good. But I need to just bite the bullet and just go make it happen. Shout out to everybody that came out, by the way. It was a very fun time. That crowd is so much fun. They are hipsters. They're older. They're every shade, and it's just a melting pot. I mean, I think it's because we're close to downtown, right? It was just a really good time. There was this dude, though. I think he's a local because I've seen him before. And I'm DJing, and I look up, and this dude is literally on the front of the stage, like looking at me, just grooving, man. He's feeling himself, right? He had like a Modelo or something in his hand, feeling himself. And then I was like, what's this guy got on? My man was wearing a cape, like a full-on like gown, hood on, like wizard. Kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, is this guy like one of the witches from the Hocus Pocus movie? Like, is he It's not Halloween no more. Why is this guy wearing a full-on cape? Is he gonna put a spell on me? And then all of a sudden, I hear, "Hey, yo, play some trap." Yo, like how Bette Midler gonna just ask for trap out of nowhere? Yo, play some trap. All right, man. I'll see if I can get some trap on for you. Needless to say, I didn't play no trap. Buddy was still grooving though, man. Buddy was grooving when I threw on DMX. He was still grooving. When I threw on Ashanti, he was still grooving. When that Ja Rule came on, he was still grooving. Yo, when Ja Rule says, what was that song? Your lips, your smile, I love it when you call me babe. Remember that joint? Remember when Ja was like, I got a fetish for fucking with your skirt on. I was like, damn. I was listening to the song. I was like, damn, you were so aggressive. That is his voice is not soft at all. I got a fetish for fucking you with your skirt on. Jeez. At the beginning, his little ad lib. Yeah, I know. It's the greatest. Probably one of my favorite moments in hip hop is just that part right there. Yeah, I know. Cause it's so relatable. Like if somebody's been talking to you, like, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a relatable thing. Here's the thing about hip hop. Here's the thing about this culture that we were born into. I didn't choose hip hop. Hip hop chose me. I was born into this culture. And if you are somebody that was born, you know these certain things where somebody will say something and you're like, you reference something to hip hop right away. I don't know why we do this, but yeah, I know. It's something that I always do. Every time I like do something silly. I know I won't beat a dead horse. Great weekend, man. Family's doing great. We watched some movies, which we'll talk about here soon on Down in Front. We'll jump into some dumb news, and then we'll get out of here. I won't take too much of your time today. It's What's That Noise?
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
What?
What is that noise? 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Can you guess the noise? You know, I had I forget how to pronounce his name. It's Wajin, I believe is how you pronounce it. And my man Young Majin, they came through unrestricted. Go check that episode out. And they couldn't get this noise. They thought it was snacks. They guessed Oreos. Let me see if I have any text messages or voice notes real quick. 385-240-4666 if you want to get your guesses in. Melissa, a rapper. I need something more specific than that. Just a rapper's not going to cut it, Melissa. Let's see. Jack. Candy. All right, Jack. Candy what? Like just candy? Like what? What are we doing? I need a little bit more detail on this. I need a little bit more. I'm giving you money. Hard-earned money out of my pocket. I'm not just going to give it away. I need you to be a little bit more specific, all right? That's not a clue or anything, by the way. 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Get your guesses in, and here is the noise. Kind of difficult, huh? It has to be. It has to be somewhat difficult. I can't just be giving away money. Your boy's a broke podcaster out here. I put all my money into this podcast, which is why I need you to go buy merch, all right? 385-240-4666. Text this number. You can leave a voice note anytime, any day, anywhere for What's That Noise. Tell me what it is. Tell me what this noise is. Hey Alexa, can you show me a new barber?
Don't worry, I got you.
Boogie Down Barbershop in Taylorsville is now open. Anything from gentleman's cuts, taper, fade, or if you want to treat yourself to a nice hot towel shave, Boogie Down Barbershop has you covered. Cuts for men and kids. Book your appointment today at boogiedownbarbershop.com.
The name says it all.
You know my name.
This is Are You Dumb?
Now, I'm not a fan of the pageants, right? Of Miss Universe, Miss America. I'm not a fan of it. The only time I really paid attention was when Steve Harvey was like, and the winner is the Philippines. And he's like, oh, my bad. My bad. My sorry, cuz. That wasn't right. I got it wrong. That was the only time I really, and I didn't even tune in for it. I was just looking at the clips like, oh, snap, he really did this. So when I seen that Miss USA, Gabrielle Arboni, when I found out that she won Miss Universe, the 71st Miss Universe, I was like, oh man, salute to that woman, but salute to the country for winning Miss Universe. That's dope. And then I seen a TikTok. Your boy gets into these TikTok wormholes sometimes. And the TikTok said, what is Miss Universe doing? So I was like, what are you talking about? I click on it, and there's a portion of the show where they dress in a costume. And this costume had to be the most American thing I've ever seen. So the chick has like a Wonder Woman costume on, right? Wonder Woman headdress. Matter of fact, it was like a Wonder Woman meets China, the WWE, meets the wicked or the good queen in Wizard of Oz on the moon with an American flag and all the stars and stripes to show with it. The most American thing I've ever seen in my life. Yet I wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna tune in next year. Sorry, Miss Universe, not getting my ticket, but congratulations. I think that's really dope. I think it's cool. I don't know what Miss Universe really entails, other than, yo, you look pretty in a costume, and I hear you got to do some type of like talent. It's like, yo, you look good, but we also want to see your talent too. I think there should be better. Like if I was to redo Miss Universe or Miss America, here's what I would do. We got to have categories. When you think about American culture, what is America? America is food. America is laugh. America is politics. America is music. Did I already say music? Yeah, it's all those. So you would be judged in all of these categories. So you got to make us laugh, right? You got to go up there and tell us a little joke. Give us a jokey joke. And then we need some type of acting, right? America's very much into acting. We need some type of skit or something. And then on top of that, we need you to sing. You can sing, you can rap, whatever genre you want. Country, little, hip hop. Just don't say the N word. All right. And based upon those categories, that is what we're going to judge you on for Miss America 2025. Now, the swimsuits and stuff. Yeah, of course. America's about looks. America's about filters, right? Now you have to create the filter so it's like an AIU. So now you're modeling, but it's not really you. You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm dropping down? We're trying to, it's not to see like how cool you are or whatever, it's to see how smart you are. Because if you can create an app, an AI that does all this stuff and makes you look amazing, you a winner in my book. New Miss America coming 2025. But nah, salute to Gabrielle, man. Salute to her. Let's see. Gabrielle walks out on stage during the 71st Miss America or Miss Universe competition. National costume show at New Orleans Convention Center. Okay, so this was a costume. I wonder if she created it. I wonder if she actually put it into work and designed the whole thing and actually sewed it and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I might put it on my Instagram or something. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I was bugging though, because you remember, let's say maybe about a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago, There was that pink sauce trend that was going around where the lady was cooking and her chicken in this pink sauce, right? This sauce was supposed to be amazing. She just made it up, right? But then come to find out people were getting sick off of her sauce. People were down and out off of her sauce big time. Well, shorty, man, she get the last end of the stick. She gets the last laugh because that sauce is now available in Walmart. Yep, you guessed it. For less than $8, you can get a 13-ounce bottle of the pink sauce, which is gluten-free, vegan, and sweet and tangy. So I'm assuming that it's like a sweet and sour kind of thing. I thought it was gonna be barbecue sauce, but I guess sweet and tangy is the thing. Now, at first glance, when they put it next to the chicken, right? You dipping it in the chicken, it looks vibrant. It looks all pink and all good. But I guarantee you, that's Photoshop. I guarantee you buy this sauce and it's not what you think it is. It's not that If I get this sauce and it's not that Pepto-Bismol pink, I'm instantly going to Cheryl at front desk customer service and be like, yo, Cheryl, I need my money back because this sauce ain't vibrant enough. I need it to be like this. And I'm shaking the Pepto bottle in her face. I need it like this. Yo, I feel bad for Walmart workers sometimes because they got a tough job. You know the type of people that be in Walmart. Like Walmart is Russian roulette for whether if you're gonna get stabbed, whether if it's gonna get robbed, or there's gonna be a big old flood of looting, or maybe you just have you meet the love of your life. You run into her, right? You bump into the cart. Poof. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh no, you good, right? She got fatty. And then all of a sudden, Dawson Creek song plays. I don't want to wait for lives to be over. And all this is going down while you're looking into our eyes at Walmart. You got the chicken strips. You got a little chicken grease in your lip because you can't wait to get in the car. So you just eating the chicken around the store. So when you leave, you can just toss the thing. You don't have to pay for it. Quick tip. If you want to get a free lunch, go to the deli. Get you some JoJo's or some potato wedges, as some people call them. Get yourself some chicken tenders, right? Don't forget the dipping sauce. And then just start walking around like you're shopping. Start filling up your cart. Do your regular shopping. But then when you're done with the food, just toss it. Just talk. What they gonna do? They ain't gonna stop you. You got grown-ass folks raiding Rite Aid and Walgreens for thousands of dollars worth of prescription drugs. Ain't nobody worried about no $13.50 for no chicken, especially not at Walmart. Like Walmart is the one place where we know we need to act right, but we don't. Like we're okay with if your kid pisses on the ground, you're not going to tell somebody like, man, it's Walmart, fuck it. You know what I mean, he did his business. Rather it be there than in my car. Damn, it's bad, man. We're horrible. Are you gonna try the pink sauce? I think I might try it for a Foodie Food Friday. Me and my son, sometimes we do this thing called, my son sometimes joins in. I started this thing called Foodie Food Friday where we literally test food out. So I think this might be a good good piece of content for Foodie Food Friday. And I'm looking at the label. The label says as seen on TikTok and Instagram. We are at this point in life, folks, where TikTokers are now in Walmart. Guess they have been, right? They got the Mr. Beast guy in Walmart. They got the Logan Paul in Walmart with the Prime, which Prime is bomb. I ain't gonna lie. And don't give me that. Oh, they just relabeled Gatorade. No, sports drinks are sports drinks, but this tastes different. That coconut water, even though it's 10%, tastes different. The labeling way better than Gatorade. It's more vibrant. Maybe we're talking about vibrant colors. More vibrant. I fuck with the Prime. Tastes so good. Give me an endorsement deal. That's what I want. I want some type of beverage endorsement deal. One that I actually drink and like, and especially if it's healthy. If it's healthy, even more. Let's do it.
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? Just at this point, you're just rambling. All right. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is the Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
And now the movie review segment you didn't ask for. It's down in front.
So I caught myself on the couch with the family, right? And I'm looking for a show. And I always go to like a couple apps. I always hit Netflix, and if I notice that there's nothing new on the trending, like, yo, brand new, if You ain't out yet, if Last Chance You ain't out yet, if Orange is the New Black ain't, it's something that's familiar ain't out and it's not new, right? I kind of just leave Netflix, and then I'll go to, let's say, not Discovery Plus, what's the Hulu? I'll go to Hulu, and Hulu, the browser is kind of weird. I don't really like Hulu's browser. They don't make it friendly. They don't make it user friendly. Then we'll go check out Prime, right? We'll go to the Prime Video. We'll take a look at Prime. And then, like maybe second to last, then I'll check out Peacock. And I've been sleeping on Peacock. And I'm sorry, Peacock. I'm sorry I've been waiting. I'm sorry I've been sleeping on y'all because y'all got low-key some fire shows on there and some fire movies. Like this one that we watched over the weekend called Sick. S-I-C-K, Sick on Peacock. It's rated MA, right, for mature audience. It's just under an hour and a half. And what this is, the premise of the song is there is a young girl, right? She goes to a party. This is pandemic times. This is 2020. This is 2020-ish time. And she ends up getting sick, right? Well, testing positive for COVID. So remember back in the day, they were like, yo, you gotta isolate, you gotta quarantine for 14 days. And then after that, if you don't got no symptoms, you gotta wait another 5 days in your room by yourself. Don't breathe on nobody. You gotta put the towel underneath the door. Don't even spend no time around your family. Don't even look at them. You gotta quarantine. If you got a plastic bag, put it over your head. Whoa, that was mad nuts just now. I apologize. Triggering. If anybody's trying to commit suicide, triggering moment here on Isolation 20 podcast. I apologize. All right. Can we move forward? All right. So it's during that time. She has to quarantine. So instead of quarantining by herself, one of her friends that was at the little party too, she was like, yo, I'm gonna come up to quarantine with you. So you're not alone in a cabin in the woods by yourself. We can have some bonding moments. I think she might be a lesbian. I don't know. So they sit down, right? They're doing their girl thing and whatnot, and then they have a visitor. It's Shorty's boyfriend or potential boyfriend, and he's a simp. What are you doing here? You told me that you were gonna quarantine by yourself. What is she doing here? Get out of here, stupid. What are you doing? Don't ask me nothing. Like, first off, call before you even come up here. There's a reason why I'm quarantining by myself, kind of. I mean, I got my girlfriend, but hey, she got to touch my butt, but I don't like it. I mean, I kind of did. That was a little spoon. It's all good. But don't worry about it, all right? What are you doing here? I wanted to see you. Right? They do this whole thing. He's trying to get with her. She ain't feeling it. She's up there for a reason. She's quarantining. Long story long, and I won't spoil nothing, but there's a killer on the loose. There's a killer that's trying to kill everybody in the house. And I'm not gonna lie, when I seen the first like 15, 20 minutes, I was like, did Peacock really do this to us? Did I mess up by putting this on? Should I went to the very bottom of my apps list and go to Disney Plus? Should I have done that? Go to my go-to for Disney Plus, Adventures in Babysitting. That's my go-to. If I can't find nothing, Adventures in Babysitting. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Go-tos, boom. Can't be mad. Christina Applegate, you got it going on. Christina Applegate, you got it going on. Christina, you got a big Vegeta. So I get past the 15 minutes. I get past it. I'm feeling good now. It's starting to kick up, right? Now there's a slasher. Now folks are running. Now people are being gored. It gets good. Let me tell you what. I'm not the connoisseur of horror movies. I'm not even a big fan of horror movies. I like them, but it's not like, oh, I gotta go see this movie now. I like them. They're entertaining. But I think slowly, ever since I tuned into Will Wonder's 31 Days of Halloween, I feel like I'm starting to get that little jack-o'-lantern in my heart. I'm starting to like the slashers a little bit more. I won't tell you anything else about this show. If you're looking for a good movie to watch, obviously it's mature. There wasn't no nudity in it. It was more mature because of the violence and language. The graphics on it were done really well. Like there was a scene where somebody takes a tumble. I'll say that, and they did a really good job on it. The premise of the show too, like once the story you start to formulate the story and the plot and everything like that, you're like, oh, whoa, it's crazy, it's dope. It's like it's today. It's something that really could happen today, and something that people probably felt in their life at some time. If you've watched it, drop a comment, leave a voice note, 385-240-4666. Let me know your thoughts on it. Again, it's sick on Netflix. There's really no big stars in it either, to be honest with you. But great job to the people that were involved in that. We also watched Matilda. Going back to Netflix, right? We start off at Netflix. My son was like, Tavian, he was like, yo, dad, where you at? I'm over here. Yo, dad, where you at? I'm over here. He was like, dad, can we watch Matilda? I was like, yeah, man. Like I grew up on Matilda. We talking about? I like Matilda. Danny DeVito killed that role. Oh no, dad. There's a new Matilda out. Yeah, it looks really funny. Let's watch it. They remade Matilda. No, man, no. Yeah, dad. Yeah, let's watch Matilda. Let's watch it. It's gonna be funny. All right, man. Turn it on. Turn it on. Go get the remote. Go turn it on. Turns it on, and it starts off cool. It's cool. It's like a Willy Wonka meets. It's like a Willy Wonka Matilda. It's a Matilda meets Willy Wonka. There's singing, there's dancing, there's fantasy, and I was not expecting that. To be honest with you, as a child of the 80s, grew up in the 90s, I know Matilda as the sweet little girl that's with the fucked up family that gets the powers, and all she wants to go and do is live with her teacher. You know what I mean? I was gonna say something mad wild, but I know certain people listen to this show, and I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better. It was not that. It was singing, dancing, and a whole bunch of nonsense that I just can't gel with. But my son, he dug it. He was like, yo, this is cool. If you want to watch Matilda, it's available on Netflix right now. Obviously, it's rated PG. Nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like the singing, the dancing, the acting is cool. It's very theatrical. It's very much the kids at Juilliard that are trying to go to Broadway. It's definitely much like the Broadway rejects made it onto Matilda. No disrespect to the kids. Respectfully. Show sucks. Yo, I can't believe I just said that. Yo, kids, keep swinging. Y'all living and making more money than me. So who am I to talk? All right. Speaking of hip hop, remember I was telling you hip hop's part of our DNA. The DOC documentary featuring Eminem, Dr. Dre to hit theaters spring of 2023. This is exciting. I want to say there was a preview last year. I swear there was like a whole preview because I heard about this documentary that was coming out about DOC. But apparently they are gonna make a formal release. Documentary on legendary rapper the DOC featuring Eminem and Dr. Dre will hit the theaters spring of 2023 per Rock the Bells. Directed by Dave Kaplan, the film focuses on the DOC as he considers a dangerous experimental surgery to restore his vocal cords 30 years after he was severely injured in a car crash in 1989. That's crazy. So hold on, DOC. I know that his voice was messed up. So he's about to do a surgery right now, and this is all leading up to it. Born as Tracy Lynn Curry in 1968, the artist known as the DOC is also famous for co-founding Death Row Records and serving as a mentor to Snoop Dogg. Last year, the film premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival. Boom! I told you I wasn't lying. I knew there was something like that. Rock the Bell spoke with the hip-hop legend who, let's see, whose album, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, and worked with Dr. Dre, NWA. Okay, yeah. Let's see what else we got here. The documentary picks up 30 years later as he considers a dangerous experimental surgery. We know that. Let's see. The film incorporates footage of the DOC, with interviews from Eminem, Dr. Dre. The film will include industry legends Snoop Dogg, Erykah Badu, Ice Cube, Exhibit, Too Short, Corrupt, Daz. Now they're supposed to put Corrupt. They're supposed to put Daz then Corrupt. We all know Daz comes first. Pause. Tone Loc, Big Boy. Oh, every time I hear Big Boy, I think of Big Boy's Neighborhood with the little cowbell. Yeah, throwback. Sir Jinx, DJ Yella, DJ Rock. They're gonna tell their stories about this man and his legacy. Okay. So just thinking about that, co-founder of Death Row Records, man, being one of the members of NWA, does the DOC, this hip hop, West Coast hip hop, do they go as far and start off as heavy as they did without DOC, like without that car crash? I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if I'm excited for this. I know I'm just kind of ranting right now, but I'm excited for this. I want to see the stories behind the car wreck, what was going on during that time, what happened with the group, what was going on through his mind, like the influences too, right? Sounds like DOC was a huge contributor to not only those groups, but like hip hop in general. So I'm excited for that. Spring of 2023.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted Podcast with DreRawka. We are? No, they are. Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and the Funk, G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 Podcast. Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 Podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they can catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk, on the Lake Talk 801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but this probably should be the ad.
Are these on?
Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
Karl Malone is a traitor. John Jones is the greatest of all time, but cocaine is a hell of a drug. It's your sports segment.
Put some respect on Big 24's number. Walker Kessler in the building. Big Dick Kessler. Shout out to the Utah Jazz, man. They took on the Minnesota Timberwolves just a couple days ago, and they won by one, right? This is the thing about the Jazz right now. They're losing by just a couple points or 1 point. They're winning by just 1 point. They're going to overtime. They're very much a close neck team. If they're not close, they're blowing out teams by like 15 points, which is good. But I'm excited to see what Kessler has in the tank, because this man had 31 minutes. He left with 21 rebounds. That's crazy. 21 rebounds, 4 assists with 20 points, man. He wasn't even like, he's not even he's the third best player or big man on the Jazz. Maybe third, maybe fourth, right? Olenek, what's his name? Markkanen, Vanderbilt. Like, these guys, they're nice, but I wouldn't put Kessler above those guys, only for the fact that he's a young rookie. I think he's a rookie. I think it's his rookie year. But this right here shows that this man can play. He can ball. He needs more opportunity. So, coach, man, put him in, man. Sub him in. Jazz look good, though, man. Jazz look good. They're heading in the right direction. They need to They need to keep winning though. If they do some play-in, man, they got to keep going. As of right now, this is Tuesday, January 17th. It's 5:32 p.m. The Jazz are sitting in the 8th spot, which is nice, right? They're sitting in the 8th spot. They are 9 games behind number 1. Jazz don't have a lot to worry about as long as they can just keep going. They're right behind the Warriors in the 7th spot. They take on the Clippers coming up. I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow they take on the Clippers, who are just a few steps ahead, or just a few spots ahead of the Jazz right now. They're in the 6th spot. So Jazz got some work to do, and so do my Blazers, man. My Blazers are sitting in the 10th spot, but they're on a 2-game win streak right now. They got some work to do, but they can get it done. Right now in the West Coast, if your team is in the West Coast, they got a chance. They just got to win. I mean, unless you're the Rockets or the Spurs or the Lakers, don't really got a chance. Just want to throw that there. It's crazy to see the Suns in the 12th spot, though. It's crazy to see the Suns, the Lakers. Well, not the Lakers, because Lakers been trash. But it's crazy to see the Suns so low and teams like the Kings so high. Kings are in the 4th spot. That's crazy. They were trash the last few years. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, they've been trash since Mike Bibby, Weber, Stojakovic. What was his name? Turkoglu? Trash. But they're making them. I mean, can't take nothing away from them, man. Can't take nothing away from them. Utah Jazz. I'm looking forward to these upcoming games before All-Star break. You know, we're halfway through the season, which is bittersweet because it's like, okay, we're getting into playoff. We're going to be able to see how this thing's going to shake out, who's going to play in the playoffs, which this year's playoffs is going to be nuts. I already know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun playoff to watch, especially in the West Coast, because the West is so close. I don't see a lot of sweeps. I don't see a lot of game 5s. I see game 6s, game 7s. I feel like this is going to be a very close playoff season for the West Coast, and I'm here for it. In more Jazz news, like anybody cares. I was really upset. They were like, "Yo, what's his name? The Jazz owner. What's Steve? Not Steve Smith. What's his name? Mr. Vivint. Whatever. I forget his name. I think his name's Steve. No, it ain't. Ryan. His name's Ryan. I knew it was something basic. No disrespect. Respectfully. They were like, "Yo, he has an announcement." I was like, "Whoa, what's the announcement? What's going on? Are they gonna do a trade? You know, trade deadline's coming up. We're gonna get a trade. Yeah, tune in, man. You gotta see. Dude, they gotta make a social media post." I'm like, what? Okay, I'm locked in. What's Twitter doing? I'm scrolling on Twitter. You know, titty, pussy, titty, pussy. Somebody getting their head blown off. Magic trick. Titty. The algorithm's crazy. Twitter is a wild, wild west place right now. Finally, I see the post. We are going back. And all of a sudden, it's a whole highlight reel. We're going back to the Delta Center. So that's the news. Woo! We've been calling it the Delta Center since the 80s. So not much has changed, my guy. Not much change. All right. Y'all go back to the old mountain jerseys. You go back to the Delta Center. Delta was like, "Yo, we're coming out of this pandemic. We need to brand a little bit more," right? So what they do? They threw a bag at the Jazz. They said, "Yo, we want to come back. We want to be another sponsor of the Jazz, and we want y'all to change the name back." Y'all, you guys giving us a bag? Yeah. Oh, say no more. It's the Delta Center again. For the people outside of Utah, this isn't a big deal. Utahns have been calling this thing the Delta Center forever. It just went through a couple name changes. At one point, they were called the Energy Solutions, which was like a chemical company that's giving a whole bunch of people in Magna cancer right now. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. I read a headline. I didn't read the story. Allegedly. Don't sue me. I ain't got no money. I'm a broke podcaster. Most you can get out of me is a couple mics. That's it. Sell my ass. But I guess salute to the Jazz, man. For the people that were excited about it, I get it. You can just call the Delta Center. It's nostalgic. I get it. But hey, it's not a big deal. UFC 283. That all goes down January 21st. And it's a fun card. I hope nobody gets hurt. I hope nothing happens crazy to where these fights don't happen. But the main event, Glover Teixeira, Jamal Hill. It's gonna be a good fight. I want to go with Hill. I think Hill will take the OG out. In the co-main event, this is a flyweight bout between. This is the fourth time they fought, I believe. Brandon Moreno versus Figueroa. Devinson Figueroa. Gotta go with Moreno. I love Moreno's attitude. You know what I mean? He was the first Mexican born, or the first Mexican champ that was born in Mexico, I believe is how it was. Because somebody was like, no, Cain was. I was like, yeah, no, Cain Velasquez was the first Mexican American, because I think Cain was born here. But Brandon Moreno, I got him in the co-main event. Should be a good fight. The last three have been great. On that card as well, Gilbert Burns, this is a welterweight, versus Neil Magny. Burns gets it done, no problem. Women's flyweight, Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade. You know Murphy's story, you know what I mean, with her overcoming triumphs with substances. I don't know what they were, but did I say substances? What is it? Substance abuse, drugs, right? I think it was drugs. I gotta go with Andrade. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with her. Okay. Johnny Walker's back. He's gonna be taking on Paul Craig. I think Johnny Walker's done, so I'll take Paul Craig, light heavyweight. Should be fun. UFC 283. If you want to watch it and you're in the local Utah area, come out to a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. We watch the fights. We have a great time. We get laughs in, and then right after that, the fights are over. The curtains go up, and then I play some music for you to shake your ass to and get a couple numbers. Come out, 8136 South State Street. Now, Waldo was here. If you don't know Waldo, Waldo's my right-hand man. That's my brother right there for 10 plus years, man. That's been my guy. Long time. He was here. I think he's the vice president or something. He has a fan club here. They have their own little San Francisco 49ers like fan club thing. I don't know what you call it. Yeah, that's what it is, right? It's a fan club. You just watch the game with a whole bunch of fans that like the same team. So he was here. He was like, man, I hope, he's like, whoever wins the Cowboys game, Cowboys Buccaneers, that's who's going to be playing us. I was like, you don't want Tom Brady. You don't want old man Brady. Sure enough, he ain't getting old man Brady because the Cowboys won. They move on to the division round of the playoffs. Let's start off on the let's start off over here with the Jaguars and the Chiefs. This game is on Saturday, January 21st. Jaguars, I don't know how they came back. I turned the game and they were losing. They were down bad. Real bad against the Chargers. They were down like 27 or something like that to 0. And then I look on social media and then they won by 30-1. So you can't count the Jaguars out is what I'm saying, because the Chargers, they're not a punk team either. But the Chiefs, I think they get it done. I think they'll get it done. They move forward. And then you got the New York Giants versus the Eagles. I think it's a done deal. I think the Eagles get it done. Bengals, Bills. I think the Bills, man. I think they're still fighting for something, right? We know what happened with DeMar Hamlin. I think the Bills are gonna get it done. And they might just win the Super Bowl. All right. And then we got the 49ers and the Cowboys. Now, if you are living outside of Texas and or are not from Texas, America's going for the 49ers. That's how it's going. We are that day we are all bleeding. What is that? Maroon and gold. We're all bleeding that because we do not want to see the Cowboys win at all. Overall though, I think I think it's gonna be a fun weekend. Those are both of those games on Saturday and Sunday this week. So tune in. Let me know who your team is, who you're rooting for. 385-240-4666.
All right, that's it. That's all your bitch ass gets.
All right, that's all you get. DreRawka, Isolation 20 podcast. I appreciate you just tuning in, watching it on the YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube gang. You can tell there was lighting's a little different. I'm working on some things as far as like what do I want the aesthetic to be for Isolation, right? Shout out to my pops too. My pops came and helped us out in the studio. Shout out to Waldo. He helped me out with the studio. Did some cool things in here. So yeah, some cool things coming. But if you want to come kick it, I'll be at Fierce Fighting Championship number 23, I believe. Yeah, number 23 at the Maverick Center this Friday. So if you're listening to this, the day it drops, it'll be tomorrow, January 20th at the Maverick Center. Doors open at 5. Fights start at 6 p.m. Come watch some great fights. The card is stacked. And you know what Fierce Fighting Championship, they put on great events and a lot of fun too. I will also be at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. Again, we'll be watching the fights for UFC 283. Come watch the fights. It's a fight weekend, man. I just realized that. It is a fight weekend. And then also, keep in mind, fiercefightingchampionship.com. I just got the word. We are traveling to Idaho Falls, February 11th. That is a Saturday for the Mountain American Center. We're bringing the fights out there. Idaho said, hey, we want fights too. And they just got a brand new, beautiful venue. So we're like, yeah, we'll pull up. And the squad was like, Dre, you coming? It's like, say less. Let's go. So, hey, we're going to be traveling out there. So if you're going to come out, let me know. Maybe we'll catch some dinner or something, or hit the bar. I don't know. But I would love to see you out there. What do I have anything else? I gotta check my notes real quick. Do I got anything else that I want to plug? Oh, of course, merch. You see me with the Weight Down Credit Up hoodie on right now. You already know. Go get it right now. Allrawk.com. ALLRAWK.com. A lot of people bought shirts, hoodies, man. It is lit. And I got new designs coming, so be on the lookout for my socials at DreRawka, DreRawka on Instagram. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Because whether if this podcast is an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, a lot of you wait and you listen to the whole thing. And I appreciate that. You know, this has been a passion of mine for a very, very long time. And this is where I get my happiness. This is what makes me happy, is creating, coming to the studio, locking the door, turning the lights on. Let's just chat. It's just you and me. Let's just chat. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I appreciate you sharing the content. I appreciate you just being around this, because it's inspiring. You know what I mean? Anytime I get a share, anytime I get a like, it inspires me to keep going. So it motivates me to keep going. So I appreciate it. If you know the noise for What's That Noise, go drop a comment, a text, leave a voice note. 385-240-4666 is the number. And I'm out. Y'all have the day you deserve. Always protect your light. Peace.